Hey, it's Jo Westwood here, the social media DJ, and I'm so glad that you could join me for this week's vlog. So, this is something that's kind of been swirling around in my head for a little while, and I really just wanted to share it with my community. And it's about women and targets, particularly businesswomen, entrepreneurs, and targets and numbers. And something that I see quite often with not only with my clients but with other women entrepreneurs that I'm friends with in our kind of online community is that when we go to launch something, or even just if we're kind of doing a list building, we're kind of on a little bit of a list building mission, we tend to set ourselves these really high number targets, numerical targets. And it might be financial, it might be an amount of people that you want to get signed up to something, it might be an amount of clients that you want to get signed up to a specific program for a launch. And it's understandable that we set high targets because generally, although entrepreneurs tend to go on a kind of less linear path, shall we say, to get to their kind of success point, we do tend to be high achievers, you know, where we work hard, we're used to getting results, and we want results, you know, we want more, and we really, being an entrepreneur, a business person is all about growth. So of course we want to increase our numbers every single time. But something that I see so often is these amazingly talented female entrepreneurs who are just down in the dumps because they only got 5,000 people signed up to their list and not the 8,000 that they wanted, you know, for a specific telesummit maybe. Or one that I heard recently actually was a client of mine, and I'll, you know, keeping this as confidential as possible, but she had set herself a target to make $120,000 in a launch, and she only, shock horror, only made $87,000. And you could just hit, like, the disappointment in her voice was palpable. Like, she only made $87,000. Now, she had until recently been employed, and in her previous career she'd been getting paid less than a third of that as an annual salary, and in one launch she made $87,000 and she was disappointed. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are we beating ourselves up? Like, I just feel like we really need to look at things in real terms. Yes, it's great to have a goal, and it helps you and your whole team as well, especially if you have a team working with you. I know that certainly it helps for me when I'm helping somebody launch something on social media to have a numerical goal, because then we know if we're doing the right things, we know if we need to change something, we know if we need to kind of up the ante. But seriously, we need to stop this, we need to just stop this shit. We need to stop beating ourselves up about only making $80,000, about only getting 5,000 new sign-ups to our list. I just feel like I think that there are so many stories swimming around on the internet about these so-called overnight successes, and so many of these women that I see who are beating themselves up over, you know, only $87,000, only 5,000 new sign-ups to a list, have been in business for like 2-3 years, some of them just a year. Like traditional traditional business models back in the day would say that you shouldn't expect to make any profit before the 3rd year. Like, I know that's outdated now, and I know that online business is different, we don't have the overheads, but that was what people used to go by. They used to think if you could break even in year 1 and 2, that was good. And if you started to make a little bit of profit by year 3, then that was okay. And that was kind of like the respected, accepted pattern. And now, somebody does their first launch and only makes $87,000, and they're freaking out because we're just not looking at things in real terms. Holding up a massive success against this goal, and it just doesn't quite match up, and it's like this gap in the middle that we're concentrating on and making ourselves feel crap about it. And actually we're doing amazing things, and yes, I completely understand that we want to grow, and so we need to have these targets. But then another thing that I see is, so you have your goal is $120,000 for the launch, and you make like 90 this time round. What I see so often is, because like to me that's obvious, maybe 120,000 is the goal for next time, like an extra $30,000, that's kind of a big deal, that's a big jump. And what I see is, okay, I didn't hit $120,000, so next time when I set myself a target, I'm going to make it $200,000. And so next time they maybe make $120,000 or $150,000, but the target was $200,000. And so again, they've failed, or they haven't hit the target. And it's like, I think we just need to get kind of realistic, and also know that it's not always about huge numbers. Some businesses work on huge numbers. Others, actually, when you have niched correctly, like what's the point of having a 50,000 strong list when 45,000 of them don't even open the email? Because yeah, the offer was catchy enough for them to sign up to the list, but they're not really your peeps. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. That's really from the heart, because I see it so much with my clients and my entrepreneurial community, and it just makes me so sad, guys. Like, you're awesome, you're doing amazing things, you're making tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars and pounds in your first few years of business. Like, we need to chill the fuck out, dude, and we need to start just really accepting our achievements and acknowledging them for what they are. So that was a little bit ranty today, but I hope you enjoyed my vlog, and I hope that it touched you, and maybe next time when you make 50 grand, you won't feel bad about yourself. Okay, so it's Jo Westwood, the social media DJ, signing out. Bye!